Well, good morning and welcome to A Positive Pause with Paula. Happy June, family. June is busting out all over, right? It's graduation time and opportunity is everywhere. So this morning, I am going to talk about the corporate America interview process. And yes, it is a process. Now, I know some of us have already been through interview process. Some of us, like me, are retired. So, young people, this is directed at you and family. Those of us who've already been through it, maybe we can help these young people grab that dream job. Okay. So now you've decided to get a job in corporate America. Start your career, huh? That's wonderful. But it's a process, like I said. So the first thing you need is something that's going to represent you. A resume. Now, there are all different kinds of resumes. So you've got to do a little research to see which one best suits you and the job that you're going after. The job you're going to get. Okay. So you got to put pen to paper, create a resume, and get somebody to read it before you finalize it. To go with that resume, you're going to need some references. Maybe the company would like to call some people to get their opinion of you. So make sure you ask and choose wisely. Maybe you want to get a former teacher or counselor. Maybe somebody in your family is already working in corporate America and they would agree to be a reference for you. All right. You're cooking with gas now. You got that resume together. You got your references. Now you're going to need something to put those papers in. How about a little folder? Maybe something like this. So when you go to that interview, your papers won't be loose and flying around. First impressions are everything. So you got to be prepared. So that's first. You're prepared. You got your resume. You got your references. Now, you know what? You're going to need an interview wardrobe. Black and white is the basic and is always accepted, even nowadays. So ladies, get your white blouses washed and pressed. Young men, get your white shirts washed and pressed. And young men, I know you want to have a tie to go with that. You want to look good. First impressions, right? And you know, while I'm talking about these points, keep in mind and maybe ask yourself, would Oprah hire me? That's a good measure right there. You know, because she has high standards. All right. Black bottoms. Ladies, that could be black pants or slacks or a black skirt. And ladies, if you're wearing a skirt, make sure you put on some stockings, not knee highs, stockings, nylon stockings, okay? And maybe just plain for your interview, not something that has a lot of different designs in it. Keep in mind, first impressions are everything. Okay. Black shoes. Make sure they're closed in, no toes showing for your interview. Young men, black slacks with a belt, pressed, black shoes, polished. How about that? You with me? I know you are, because now you're looking good. You got your wardrobe together. What about knowing a little bit about the company you're going to interview for? Just a little bit. And let's go back to that resume and those references. Usually when you're doing an interview, after your interview, they finish asking you questions. They might ask you if you have some questions. Family always have questions. Always have a question. Maybe one of the questions, because you're so confident, could be, when will you start? That may bring a chuckle, but you are serious. All right, family, we got that together. Now, a lot of times these days, young people have a lot of piercing and tattoos. Family, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're going for a job in corporate America, maybe if you have tattoos, maybe you want to have that covered up. And if your wardrobe, you're wearing your white top with long sleeves. And ladies, if you are maybe have a jacket, maybe that will cover the tattoos. Now, if you have facial tattoos, I don't know about that. I know you should not judge a book by its cover, but when you're going for a position in corporate America, you don't want anything to outshine you or the abilities that you are bringing to this corporation. So maybe think about that a little bit. Now, if you're going for an interview in the arts world, I know that will probably, the rules will be a little bit more relaxed than in corporate America. That's okay. Now, you're showered, you're ready for your interview, you got your hair done, you are looking good, your hygiene is great, you're ready for that. And you know what? Maybe it won't be an interview that you have to physically go to. Maybe it'll be on Zoom. But even if it's on Zoom, you have got to be presentable. Just like you're going physically to a job interview. They see you on Zoom, and yes, maybe it will be from the waist up. And that's okay. But you still have to look the part because you know you're going to get it. Be confident. Speak clearly. First impressions are everything. You never get a second chance for first impressions. Make sure you are prepared. This is something that you want. You know a little bit about it. You have your resume together, your references. You've prayed about it. Go get it. You got it. Drop me a comment, family. Let me know what you think. And join me next time for a positive pause with Paula. May God continue to bless you. Peace and love always.